Hello, Mr. Randy Dack, and welcome back for another video. Today I've got two replays to show you in the Tier 9 Mercenary Medium Tank, the Sharpshooter. Now this tank is available to earn for free on the contract at the moment, and if you haven't already got this tank, it is a fantastic medium tank to earn. It's a good contract to do because the Sharpshooter is a really good Tier 9 medium. You basically got the chieftain turret on it. So you can go hold down with your 10 degrees of gun depression and bounce a lot of shots on the ridgeline. And then you've got a 390 alpha gun with 220 penetration on your standard rounds with a shell velocity of 1200. And then you've got a 270 penetration on your premium APCR rounds with 1500 shell velocity. So you've got a really nice shell velocity there. And yeah, it's a really good, it's a really decent tank. So the first map we're here on steps. We're pushing on the right hand side. We do have quite a few support. We managed to get some early damage into the Foch, I believe, and that enemy SUTD. Now I've noticed this enemy Victoria is pushed forward aggressively. So what I'm going to do is use the rock on my left to shield myself from the enemy TDs and the tanks on the left hand side of the map, so they can't shoot me while I'm peeking. Shields me from them and allows me just to put shots into that tier 8 medium tank, using my gun depression to be able to get the shots in. So really good. I'm hold down here so I can block some shots off of that Mutz as well. They're both in a really good position for me to farm right now. Like I said, there's nothing really can stop me shooting them right now. Go for the track shot in the Mutz, pick up a little bit of assistance there, and hopefully we should be able to finish off this Victoria. And we do putting this onto a really decent start to the game on 2,400 damage, 600 track assistance. Should be able to take care of this object here as well. Put him onto one shot and it gets taken out by our friendly object 780. And yeah, it's a decent start to this game. We're already on 3,000 damage, still got all our hit points. And I want to start pushing forward so I can try and get in some more damage, maybe try and spot up any tanks on the back. And this is a fantastic map for us because there's no artillery. We can use the ridgeline with complete freedom, go and hold down, just trying to get shots in. We spot that enemy STB there, and we managed to get a nice cheeky shot in as he moves there. And I think we high roll as well, putting us under 3,000 damage. We now have an E100 to deal with. Now E100 is a little bit awkward because we only have, we have 270 penetration on our premium rounds, but we don't have any heat. So with 270 penetration, you're not always going to guarantee to go through the turret face of the E100, especially if he's angling. They're not going to be able to pen him. So the only real shot I've got right now at penning him is I can pen the top hatch of the E100. It's a really slim shot. You see that I'm looking at the turret face. It's very unlikely I can pen, but it is possible to pen that top sort of bar on the E100. But it's not an easy shot to make there. So I started to try and push around on the right hand side. I'm thinking about trying to go up underneath the E100 to try and take care of him. But this is a little bit of a mistake, a little bit of a misplay, because I've forgotten that enemy Foch was there. And I could have thrown my tank away for this, to be honest with you, kind of unnecessarily. There's an enemy Foch. Thankfully for me, I'm able to get out of there and not take too much damage in return for that, because yeah, that could have been bad. Yeah, and I'd almost threw my tank away in that situation, but I'm going to pull out. I've got away with one, and now I'm going to try and get a better angle to try and get shots into these tanks and to try and go hold down. I only expose my turret to the enemy tanks. Enemy tank destroyer should be able to get a shot, and I know I can pen that. Putting them onto a one shot there, picking up another penetration worth of damage. The E100's there, still awkward. It's difficult for me to pen. I'm going to go for the cupola par there, and this time I do actually pen it. But I think I got actually shot by HE from the E100 there and got splashed through the turret, putting us onto 800 hit points. Going to try and finish off the Foch. We put the Foch onto a one shot. I think he's got like 40 hit points left. Putting us into just shy of 5,000 damage, 1,500 assistance. And unfortunately I get penned there. I don't know if that was from that SU or if that was from the E100 which just penned us. But that has put us onto a one shot. But I have got shots into the drive wheel now of the E100, which I should be able to pen, but unfortunately I don't pen it. But I do track me in place, which will give me another opportunity to get a shot in there, putting that E100 down onto a one shot. I've only got 100 hit points left, but we're still in the game. We still got a gun. I want to try and get forward to get more damage out of this game, because there's still a decent amount of hit points left, and we're already on 5,000 damage. We've actually blocked about 4,000 damage off of our turret. Like I say, you can bounce, quite a lot of shots off of this turret. It has a bigger cupola than the Chieftain does, but still for a tier 9 medium, it is really effective. At this point, because I don't have the hit points, I'll be a little bit careful making this cross. You see, I'm a little bit hesitant. I want to make sure it's safe. If I had more hit points, I would have gone straight across, to be honest, because I wanted to get to that damage as quickly as possible. Because they are getting pints of the enemy team now. They've lost map control, and if they get stuck in that situation with tanks, both sides of them, it's going to be, they're going to be in for a rough time. But it is still a close game, so I have got to be careful. I don't throw my tank away and then, learn to regret it later on. Looking at the hit points of these tanks, enemy Conqueror there, the Super Conqueror, is a one-shot to us. So that's probably like my target I'm thinking about trying to take out. Got an enemy Ruthless who can easily take us out. Even if he's got the HE rounds, he's going to be able to just splash us. He won't have to penetrate us. So that's something I've got to be careful of. But the Ruthless is now on a one-shot to us. So I'm trying to get to these ridge lines to see if we can just get any more damage out. So I want to try and poke and kill that Super Conqueror right now, but the enemy Ruthless is looking for shots on us, and that's just not going to be possible. So I'm not going to be able to do that because I'm going to throw my tank away if I do. So I'm going to try and move around, see if I can get shots into this SB1, who's also hold down. Super Conqueror gets taken out. I do a chancy shot at the turret. Don't pen, but I do manage to bounce one off my cupola again, putting this onto about 4,500 block there. And I'm going to try and get a shot in this SB1. If he pokes up a little bit higher like he does there, I can actually go through his drive wheel, and we put this onto about 5,600 damage, tracking in place, bringing this an end to replay number 1. So let's just get to scoreboard, see how we got on, and then we'll move on to the next replay. So we get 3 kills, 5,600 damage, 1,800 assistant, picking up the ace tanker there, and we get about 4,500 blocked. So really decent first game, but one more replay to come, so let's move on to the final replay. Okay, so we made it to the final replay on 7 Grossa. It is a tier, we are top tier again, there's no artillery, and it is an encounter battle. Now, just briefly before we get started in this battle, I did want to give a shout out to the friendly E75 player on our team, MZ5T from the Face Clan. He is a really good player, and he goes on to have a really good game to help us get the win here in this video. So I have linked his YouTube channel to this description, so feel free to hit him out, give him some support. Like I say, he's a good player, and he goes on to have a really good game here to help us with the win. So here we are then on the first replay. It is encounter battle. Now we're going to start pushing the right hand side, and I'm going to expect to see some enemy teammates come around this ridge anytime soon, basically, because we do spawn quite close, and they're either going to go this side and the other side. They're probably split depending on where you spawn, and I'm expecting, like I say, to see some tanks come around. So we see this enemy Emil here, try and get a shot through the drive wheel. Unfortunately we don't manage to do that, but we don't get penned, which is good. So we kind of both bounce the shots here, and I'm looking to try and get damage in as quickly as we can. We get one into the Emil too, but we kind of just trade 1 for 1 there. And at this point, I'm trying to win this side as quickly as we can, because I kind of figured that there's going to be a lot of tanks on the other side, and I thought if we lose the other side, I want to win this side quickly. Unfortunately, enemy VZ kind of fall over extends there to get shots into us. We try and get one into his lower plate. I know he's got 1 shot left in the clip, and he's out. He's on reload now, so I'm going to try and punish him while he's reloading. We do get one in, but we've lost quite a lot of hit points here. We're on 800 hit points, but like I say, I think the majority enemy team are the other side now, so I do want to kill these tanks fast, because I don't want to get in a situation where I lose the other side and then we're still fighting here. And unfortunately, again, I trade one with the Emil 2, and I do get my shot in, but I'm down to 400 hit points, so not really a great start to the game for me in the terms of my hit points. Like I say, I was trying to use them to win this side fast, because it does look like we are losing the other side, and we do need to pick up the pace and try and win this side, so we can either keep pushing forward or we can turn around, and we'll have some decisions to make. Now that waffle has fired, so I'm looking to try and get a shot in him. I think I can poke without the Emil shooting me here, because he's kind of tucked right round. We do put one into the waffle there, putting us on to just shy of 2,000 damage. But I've got to be careful, because I'm a potential one shot to that Emil 2 if he rolls well enough. So our buddy in the E75 has got more hit points, so he's looking to try and go round. If he baits a shot, I'm going to try and shoot a tank as that happens. Manage to kill that enemy VZ there, and it's just this Emil there who is on a one-shot, and then we got a lot of tanks coming the other way. So I think I've got time to try and... I'm just going to push forward slightly to see if we can kill that tank destroyer, which we spotted quite close towards us. And then I'm going to have to make a decision. Do we want to keep pushing and come behind the enemy team, or do we want to kind of pull back and try and get shots in if they do win the other side? So it's still a fairly close game at this point. So we've done okay, got 2,000 damage, but we've lost a lot of hit points, so we do have to be careful. We are one shot to a lot of tanks right now. We get one shot into this enemy tank destroyer, he starts to turn towards us, so I need to be careful. I'm just kind of keeping an eye out. If he, it is a one shot to us. If he turns and he, which he has done, I should be able to get the finishing shot there, picking up our second kill of the game. Put this on to just shy of 3,000 with 800 assistance. But as you can see, on the other side, we have now lost that side. So I made the decision that I'm not going to push across the map while I'm on 400 hit points and come behind me. There's a tank destroyer over there. Probably not the best play. I'm going to try and turn around and just hope that our heavy tanks on the other side hold for as long as possible so we can get in a position so that I can try and shoot them as they cross. If they start to come towards us, I want to be in a position to shoot them. There's no artillery in this game. There is a few positions that I can use on this map where I can go hold down. I need to try and get there quickly. I've got a position in my mind right now. I'm going to try and push all the way across to create a secondary angle, because I've got a friendly player in E75 here holding there. I want to try and create another angle basically, so the enemy team have to focus on more than one location, because that's going to help your chances of winning the game. If they they have to focus on multiple angles, and that means they're going to be turning their turret, so they can't keep safe from both sides. Thankfully, I've got here unspotted, so I'm going to try and get a shot here into the enemy heavy tank. And now I'm really in the position I wanted to be, because now I know I can go hold down in this situation. And tanks like this, I've got side shots into them. Unfortunately, I don't manage to pen that shot. I'm trying to pull back to keep safe. I bounce a shot there off of my turret, and now I'm just going to I'm just trying to keep my tank safe, go hold down. For the team to push across to us, it's awkward for them now. Because they're going to be getting shot from multiple locations. We get a nice shot there into that enemy medium. I can eat a shot off the medium on my left. Don't particularly want to, but I'm not in danger of being one shot by that enemy tank there. It looks like he's pulled back down and he doesn't have any shots at us anymore. We're having, it's 4 versus 8, so the enemy team have double our numbers right now, so it is a little bit touch and go. Enemy Tiger, we should be able to finish off here. We managed to pick up a kill, picking up a third kill, taking out one of the tanks, putting it back to a 4 versus 7. And I'm not overly concerned about the cap circle right now. There's 3 minutes left on the cap circle. If all of their team get into the cap, then obviously that's going to be a problem, but they're also going to be sitting ducks in that cap circle. Looking to try and finish off this mouse breaker. I've got a nice shot there into his cupola, putting him onto a 2-shot to us. And I'm just going to try and finish this tank off before we do anything else. Looking at the mini-map, I know where 3 of their tanks are located, and we've got an idea where that enemy medium tank is on our left. Don't know if he's falled back. Trying to get another shot here into the cupola, which we do manage to pen, putting that mouse breaker onto a 1-shot. There is now 2 tanks in the cap, but 1 tank has now got out of the cap, so again, you've still got 2 minutes on the clock. We've got time. It's not like the cap's that far away from us. We have got time to get there and get the reset, but I need to kill this enemy mouse breaker here before we can move forward. Then another enemy medium gets spotted on the right hand side, but I'll still hold down to this tank, so we can try and finish him off. We can bounce a shot off of our cupola here. Unfortunately for us, it gets undetected, so we're going to go back and try and finish off this enemy mouse breaker here, and we do manage to finish him off. Now we need to pull back to keep safe from this enemy medium tank, bringing us back to a 3 versus 5. Hopefully I can get the finish here, which I do, picking up the 5th kill, putting us under 4,000 damage, 800 odd assistance, with 3 tanks remaining. So this 1 tank in the cap, which I assume is the enemy tank destroyer at the moment, enemy prototype tank destroyer, because I've seen the other tanks get spotted on the other side. So I'm pretty confident it is this tank, and it looks like all of our team are going to go in and just try and get rid of this tank. Trying to use the low ground, going through the riverbed as protection, take out this tank, and then we can deal with the other 2 tanks remaining in this game. So we've done well to bring this back. At one point, this game was looking more favourable to the enemy team. Our friendly E75 has gone in, so we're looking to try and help him out here by penning the shot. We do, putting him on 2 or 1 shot now. We should have to finish, but it gets taken out by a friendly E75, putting us onto a 3 versus 2. We've got an enemy medium tank behind us now on the ridge, and then we got this enemy tank in front of us. So we're losing our spot, and then we're going to go and try and deal with this enemy tank and see if we can pick up some more, more damage and more kills if possible. I think we've got 5 kills already, 5,000 damage. Yeah, 747 assistance. So we've had a good game. You know, at one point I think it was like 8 versus 4 maybe, and then a 7 versus 3. So between us, we managed to do quite well. So I'm looking to come behind this tank because I just don't want him to escape. You know, it looks like our friendly E75 is going through the middle. There's a good chance he's going to detect him, but I just thought I'm not going to beat him there. So I thought if his tank's somehow gone this way, maybe I can get over and get a shot in. Now at this point, I kind of wish I just turn around and go for the enemy medium tank straight away, because I'm not going to. There's kind of like a bit of a guess in that game at this point. Where is the tank? You know, I'm pretty confident we're going to get the win at this moment. But it's just, he could be coming around the left. He could just be staying where he was. He could have pushed around the right. It's just trying to find out if we can find him. I would like to try and pick up the kill to see if we can get the top gun if possible, which would be nice if we can finish this game here with 6 kills. But it's just the luck of the draw who finds his tank. He is on a 1 shot to us, and we can eat a shot off of him. So I'm feeling pretty confident at this stage of the game. I just don't actually know where he is. And it looks like I'm not going to find him. I'm thinking, is he going to be up the top? Is he going to push around the other side? I'm not really too sure. But yeah, we're heading across this way. Our friendly team haven't spotted him on the other side yet. So I'm thinking, oh, maybe he is this side, but then he gets spotted on the other, if you look at the mini-map on the top of the map, and we're not going to be able to get there for the kill now. He's going to get taken out pretty shortly by our friendly teammates, and that will bring us end to the replay. And he does get taken out by our friendly E75, so let's just get to the end of the scoreboard and see how we got on. So, we managed to get 5 kills, 5,000 damage, 800 assistance, and our friendly teammate managed to get just shy of 7,000 with 7 kills. So he has a really, really good game. I think between us, if we were platoon, we probably would have picked up the crucial medal there. So decent game, and that is the end of the replay for the Sharpshooter. So thank you so much for watching. As always, thank you for your support, and as always, happy tanking.